Bryan Cranston is widely regarded as one of the finest TV actors of our time. Showing incredible range and bringing exceptional performances to all his roles, the Breaking Bad and Malcolm in the Middle star is well respected and beloved by fans. What he is not as appreciated for are his film roles. Today, we'll be going over his 5 best performances on the big screen, as well as the one film role that he is bitter about to this day. Which movie role does he still resent? Watch to the end of the video to find out. First off on our list, Cranston's role as the titular character in Trumbo. With Cranston's amazing Emmy-winning performance on Breaking Bad, it's undeniable that he's a fantastically talented actor. With that being said, for most of his career, he was never quite able to break through to the next level of bona fide film star. That is, until his role in the 2015 film Trumbo. He would take on the titular role of screenwriter Donald Trumbo. The film would tell the real-life story of the writer's experience being blackballed in Hollywood for having socialist beliefs. Trumbo is best known for his work on the film Spartacus, which was released in 1960. Although the film was largely considered mediocre, Cranston's performance was widely regarded as the clear highlight of the film. Other actors who appeared in the film include Diane Lane as his wife Cleo and Helen Mirren as Hedda Hopper. Cranston was praised for his subtle performance, capturing the nature of the politically inclined artist. Cranston would go on to earn his first Oscar nomination for the role of Best Actor. Although he wouldn't go on to win the award, it goes to show how impressive his performance was. One of Cranston's most impressive performances to date, it is also one of the few films in which he stars as the lead actor. Next up is his performance as Robert Mazur in The Infiltrator. A somewhat similar role to Cranston's unforgettable performance as Walter White was his character of Robert Mazur in The Infiltrator. The similarities between Walter White and Mazur are that they are both family men who get wrapped up in crime, which drastically changes the dynamic in their homes. While Walter White became a drug dealer, Mazur instead was working as a secret agent to infiltrate Pablo Escobar's cartel. The film follows the true story of Mazur joining Escobar's gang and slowly changing as a result. While anyone who watched Breaking Bad can attest to Cranston's ability to act in a crime story, The Infiltrator offers viewers a similar, albeit very different character. Cranston's ability to create empathetic yet morally ambiguous characters is one of the strong suits that he put on full display in this role, as well as in Breaking Bad. For fans of the hit TV show who can't get enough of Cranston, this underrated thriller is certainly one to seek out. Coming up next on our list is his character Ned Fleming in Why Him? Moving on from a role very similar to Cranston's character in Breaking Bad, how about one closer to his role of Hal in Malcolm in the Middle? Not to be confused with Ned Flanders from The Simpsons, in Why Him? Cranston plays the character of Ned Fleming. In the film, we see Cranston playing the role of a straight-laced, traditional father brought into the world of an exuberant and boisterous millionaire who is engaged to his daughter. The film's plot is largely centered around a weekend spent at the millionaire's mansion after the engagement is announced. His co-stars in the film are Zoe Deutsch, who plays his daughter Stephanie, and James Franco, who plays her wild fiancé, Laird Mayhew. Cranston and Franco make a fantastic comedic duo, with Ned being the uncomfortable straight man confronted with all of Mayhew's wild antics. A highly underappreciated comedy film, fans of Malcolm in the Middle will be thrilled to see Cranston return to a similar role. While the actor primarily switched to dramatic roles after Breaking Bad, it's great to see him return to his comedic roots.
Call me son, I'm gonna be calling you dad.
Don't think that's gonna happen.
I think it's gonna, Dad.
I know it won't.
Dad, it will.
Stop that.
What, Dad?
That.
Up next is his performance as Sal Nealon in Last Flag Flying. Coming up next is a dramatic role where Cranston was still able to show off his unique comedic ability. 2017's Last Flag Flying was released to be a sort of sequel to 1973 classic The Last Detail. In the film, Cranston plays the equivalent role to Jack Nicholson in the original film. His co-stars in the film include another top-notch dramatic actor in Lawrence Fishburne, as well as fellow sitcom royalty Steve Carell. The plot of the film involves Cranston's Sam Neilan traveling with Fishburne's Robert Mueller and Carol's Doc Shepard to attend Shepard's son's funeral after he was killed in the Iraq War. The three are Vietnam War veterans and share a unique bond because of their experience fighting together. The film is undeniably heavy, although Cranston provides valuable comedic relief, which is similar to Nicholson's role in the 1973 original. The film deals with the difficult subject matter of veterans' lives and how their sacrifices are often underappreciated or forgotten about completely. The Richard Linklater-directed film was based on a true story and truly showcases Cranston's range as an actor. Finally, at number 1 is his role as Chief in Isle of Dogs.
We get the idea. You're looking for your lost dog Spots. Does anybody know him?
No.
I've lost all of my pride, Spots, if he's alive.
The final film on our list is very different from the rest on our list. It is the 2017 animated film directed by Wes Anderson, Isle of Dogs. While this is the only purely vocal performance on the list, Cranston's voice has actually appeared in numerous animated television series, often as a guest star, including Robot Chicken and Archer, just to name a few. Cranston takes on one of the lead roles in the film as Chief, a dog who leads a pack of strays on Trash Island, located off the coast of Japan. While Chief is a very serious character, he forms a bond with the young boy Atari, played by Koyu Rankin. Chief helps Atari on his quest to find his lost dog named Spots, played by Liv Schreiber. The film features a star-studded cast of voice actors including Ed Norton, Jeff Goldblum, Scarlett Johansson, and the perennial Wes Anderson's fave, Bill Murray. Cranston's vocal performance is one of the highlights of the film and brings genuine life to the role of Chief. Because of its unique nature as a vocal performance, Chief in Isle of Dogs earned the top spot on our list of Bryan Cranston movie roles. Moving on, what Bryan Cranston film is the actor still bitter about? Although we've listed some terrific performances already, there's one movie role that Cranston is still bitter about. This is his performance as Powell in the 2012 film John Carter. The film would go on to earn the reputation for being one of the biggest box office disasters of all time, losing a whopping $200 million when it was released. With that being said, the film has gone on to garner quite the cult following over the years and is considered much better than its revenue might suggest. Fans have praised the film for its top-notch special effects and its impressive world building, but the marketing campaign failed the film and led to it being a complete failure. So with this being said, why is it that Bryan Cranston is still upset over his performance in John Carter? So what exactly is it that Cranston resents about the movie? In a recent interview with Collider, Cranston was reminiscing over his role in John Carter. In the interview, he would reveal some lasting bitterness about the role, not because of the movie itself. On the contrary, in fact, he would say that he had a really good time on John Carter and that he thought Andrew Stanton, who directed the film, was a great guy and terrific director. He would go on to say he resents that the film got labeled a box office failure, which haunted it for its entire run in theaters.
And we were guest stars. My wife, Robin Dearden, was an actor, and she's retired now, but we met doing a show called Airwolf.
He would go on to explain that a film doing well at the box office doesn't make it good, and transversely, a film flopping doesn't make it bad. He would also reminisce about critics in the past being better judges of films who you could trust to give informed opinions on new movies. He explains the process being much different today, saying, now they fired all those people and what they have instead are the newsreaders, the anchors, reading what the box office successes were for the weekend. As for the top 5 box office numbers, that's a recommendation to go see that movie because it made that much money.
The team has some fumigation at the office, so we have to go on to a bus, and we set up desks on the bus.
It's clear that Cranston still holds some resentment toward how John Carter was treated upon its release by critics and the general public alike. Luckily for him, he can rest easy knowing that the film has become a cult classic, as well as the fact that he has a stellar catalog of film performances to call on. Are you a big Bryan Cranston fan? What's your favorite film performance the actor's ever had? Are you familiar with all the roles we talked about today? What's your opinion on John Carter? Do you think it's an underrated gem, or does it deserve its lowly reputation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as well. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.